know. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I'm
enough
in
of me talking.
Montclair. I'm in Montclair,
What, New
M-O-N-T,
Jersey right now?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're in Montclair. I thought you were, well, you said you were near King of Prussia.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting name too, King of Prussia. So yes, anyway, I'm glad that you've cleared up your internet problems, Gary, and
God is good. I thought I wasn't going to make it. But it all worked out. My son was like, Dad, what are you doing? It's not going to work. What are you doing?
Oh, ye of little faith.
I said, you got to believe, son. I said, son, I'm a puncher. That means you're a puncher too.
Yeah.
Punching.
Well,
Keep
anyway,
punching. All right. Well, thanks, Harry.
you're welcome, everybody. Thank you for persisting with me.
Yeah.
Persistence with me, I guess.
Yeah. You're
So
a
thank
blessing.
you.
And I guess, Lord willing, we'll see you next Sunday.
Well, yes, well, no, yeah, next Sunday we're Lord willing, we'll be in Millville, New Jersey, an in-person day in the Word, and I don't think Guy will make it there, so I'll be talking about our first hymn a little bit and some Bible verses. So,
Right. Do you think Guy would probably be still in the hospital in another week? Another week?
well, I don't know. He has to they have to evaluate his situation after he comes out to see how he's going to manage. So he told me earlier, late morning today. He called me and I called him back and he said I might be in here another 3 to 4 days. So,
Mm.
but it might be too much on his system to think that he would come down there. But
Right.
that could definitely happen. We know that the Lord works in mysterious ways, but we'll keep him in our prayers and thoughts. So,
Thanks, Harry.
all
Um,
right.
thank you. And
Mm-hmm.
Carl, are we ready to start, sir?
Yes, we're rolling.
Great. Um, Harry, since you're there, actually, they just booted you.
I no, I muted myself, and you said Harry,
You know
since
what? You know what, Harry? You did a lot of reading there, so I'm going to banish you.
you're
Unfortunately,
going to banish me. Well,
I
where do
like.
you get the authority to banish?
I, that's a thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got to be someone of power or authority to
That's right.
banish somebody.
That's
You've been
right.
banished,
That's
so
right. But you can banish me too, Harry.
no, I wouldn't do that. So
You can return the favor.
I'll be the
But
banish. I'll be the banishee. You can be the banisher.
yeah, let the judgment fall upon me. Um,
Yeah.
thank you, Harry.
All
I'm going
right.
to see. I see Johnny there. Johnny, do you mind opening us up in prayer if you're there, sir?
Sure, Gary.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, Heavenly Father, again, we are so thankful and grateful for this day that Thou hast laid aside for us to come before Thee and Thy Word and to learn of Thee, Lord, and to grow in grace and to ask that which is needed of us, Lord. And we know, Lord, by Thy mercy and Thy grace that there are there is one thing that is most needful for us and good, as thou hast said in thy word, and that is to be at thy feet, learning and growing in grace. And so, Father, we thank you for this day. And we thank you for eBible Fellowship, all the programming, all the tracking, and everything that thou allow us to do in this day of judgment. Bless this program. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thanks, Johnny. And thank you, Harry. All right. Okay. Welcome again, folks, to another Enduring to the End program. A blessed Sabbath day to you all. It truly is a privilege to spend my Lord's Day with you all together to talk about spiritual things, tracting, how was your week, and events that may be coming up. And I saw a couple of things on the internet and a couple of things we'd like to report on. So I'm going to see if I can try to be as orderly as possible. One thing I want to mention, Carl, if you're there, we have the new YouTube channel publish.
Yes, it's called I think Harry announced it, but it's called Publish the
The
Truth,
truth, conceal
Conceal It
not.
Not.
Yeah,
So,
that's a big title.
mhm.
Publish the truth, conceal it not. And Carl, can you go over some of the basics of this? Can anybody become on this, or is there like a process for this?
Well, the idea behind this channel is just to kind of focus on uh, posting anything tracking related, international, domestic, and to put it on that channel so it's just related to those types of videos. Because when you have a main channel, it kind of oversaturates the whole channel with just tons of different things, and which is fine, but it does make it easier to when you have separate channels to focus on separate types of videos. For example, if you're looking for the Bible Exalted on our main channel, you have to scroll through all those live videos, and on our Bible Exalted channel, they're all there. You can just see them. So there is a benefit there, but it's also, it's kind of an experiment to see which channel takes off, and this one is just primarily focused on that. And if somebody's interested in wanting to share their videos when they go out tracking, they can be given access to the channel if they email info@ebiblefellowship.org or ebf2033 at info@ebf2033.org. If you email us there, that also works, and we can look into giving you access if you're going to post videos relating to tracking. So just to kind of encourage, because people go out there, various different people in different states, and so it'd be kind of interesting just to see who's out where posting videos, and we should get a pretty big diversification of videos. And you kind on this program, you kind of do that. You pull up people's videos that they send to you, and you share them. So it's kind of similar to that.
Right. So you're stealing my thunder.
Exactly.
So Carl, I'm looking at the channel here. Something really cool. We have more subscribers than videos. With E-Bible Fellowship for a long time, we had more videos than subscribers. Now that's not the case now. So this is nice to know that when this channel opened up, we had more subscribers than videos, which is really nice. And as I can see here, I can see all of the Bible Exalted programs here. And it's really nice to have this all curated on one setting. When I click the live button, I do see lots of different programs, and I do get notification for them. So it does overwhelm me a bit. Is there anything we can do about that, or that's nothing? Should I change my settings for the subscription, Carl?
Say that again.
I do get notifications for dual broadcasts sometimes.
Yes, if you're subscribed to a channel, you should get notifications. Now you're on the
Which
Bible.
one should I do? Because I don't understand what personalized means. Do I get to choose what personalized is, or how does that work?
You could actually ask maybe a chat bot to see what that means exactly. But
Okay,
that looks like that personalized looks like you're going to get certain notifications for certain videos.
right. Maybe based on
All.
what I've watched in the past, right? Maybe
Mhm.
that's what personalized means. Whatever I watch.
Yes, it could potentially detect what you tend to watch the most. Like if you watch open forums the most,
Uh-huh.
it's probably going to notify you the most about the open forums.
I sure shot myself in the foot because I was watching everything on the Bible Exalted, and I get dual notifications
Okay.
for both channels. So how do I you know what? I'll unsubscribe.
Actually, hit that subscribe button again. Let's see what the
Uh-huh.
options are. It does say it says all. Well, all is everything. So personalized would be
Right.
if you could do all, or you could just do none.
You know what I'll do? I'll do unsubscribe and subscribe again, and then I'll watch certain things that I want to get personalized for, and
Yeah,
I'll
that would
train it.
probably protect you.
I'll train it. Yeah. And go into playlists here and posts. We see some of the things about the celestial clock. Would you be interested in doing a little bit of celestial clock today, Carl?
Yes, we can go over that.
No
Maybe in about
pressure.
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, no pressure. Whenever you're at the ready. But thanks for explaining that. So, folks, if you haven't subscribed to the Bible Exalted yet, just know that if you subscribe, be careful what you watch. Because if you want certain programs on this channel and you already subscribe to the E-Bible Fellowship channel, you might get double notifications. And perhaps you can reset it by unsubscribing, resubscribing, and kind of training what you click on and watch. And that's what you'll be notified, almost like a training situation there. That's my guess. You may have to look into that to learn more. Okay. So besides that, there was a team in New York City that was tracking in the subway. I think it was Tony and Joselito. And I saw their video on Facebook. So I wanted to download the video and see if I could. Let me see if I can download the video and see if I could post it on the E-Bible Fellowship YouTube. Publish. I forgot the phrase already. Publish the truth and conceal it not, I think. But here's the video here. If some of you may have seen it already, it's not very long. This one's 9 seconds here. Let me see if I can. This is a great video, by the way. I think Joselito has skills doing videography and picture taking. So that's one. And that is my dear friend Osvaldo. And he's got a sign as well. Day of Judgment. Living, I think it says living in the day of judgment. And I like Ozzy's setup there. He's got English tracks in the breast pocket and the Spanish tracks in his hand. And I think he's got another one there. That's a very nice tracting jacket there. I mean, he can just pull them out as he needs them. And we saw that video. And we got Tony here. Yeah, he's working smarter, not harder. He's got people on the up, so he's got good visuals there. Excellent. Very good video. I really like that video, and it just shows the boldness that God's people, have when they're tracting. They're finding ways to really maximize their exposure. You see a spot like that, I can just see Tony saying, wait a minute, I can just cross over there. And there's just a flow of people just coming at me. And that's really nice when you're tracting to be able to do things like that. All right. That's why he's a doctor. Vincent writes. Yeah. So yeah, good job there. Good job there. Okay. Besides that, a couple of things. I think Miss Evelyn, she did a video by herself. I'm not sure if you're here, Evelyn. Let me see here. You were waiting for your teammate to come and join you. I'm not sure if you're there.
Hi, Gary.
Hi.
Yes, I was by myself initially, maybe like I would say about 20, 25 minutes. And it was the first time I could have waited in my car like I usually do, to wait for the rest of the people.
Mhm.
But in this case, I said I'm gonna just go out and do it, and I just started tracking, and initially I just prayed, help me, not be afraid to do it alone, and I stood there and I started. It was really nice. It was just like a nice flow. People would come in, go into the supermarket. It wasn't a lot, it wasn't overwhelming, but it was good enough that I could say Spanish, English, Spanish. And then my friend arrived. So she ended up staying next to me, and we ended up tracking until the snow came down and we had to leave.
Excellent, excellent. I know exactly how you feel. It's almost a bit of dread. And it's like, oh, I guess I'm by myself. Lord, give me strength to do this. And then you pray to God for strength, and you just really forget about everything, and you're just doing the Lord's will. Maybe you could sing a hymn, or you can think about a Bible verse. And I'm thankful that you sent that video. So moving forward, and Carl, if you're there, maybe we should do an instructional video when someone does a video like that. If they do have permission, they can then hit the share button, go into their YouTube, publish the Truth Conceal It Not channel, and then they can upload it. They can also do shorts as well. All right. So yes, you'll be back. No problem. No problem. And that's the picture of your last event, right, Miss Evelyn? You were at the
Yeah, that event was with Beatrice. Remember when she had the table, and I
yeah.
guess that was the last one. I was probably the Asian one. I'm not exactly sure
Yeah,
which
this lady has a very
festival it was.
elaborate costume on, if that's
Yeah, yeah, it's a costume.
very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a really nice thing that Miss Beatrice did, Mrs. Beatrice, who thought of having a table in the booth there. It's that creativity that really helps. And perhaps, Lord willing, in 2026, we can have some of that creativity as well, trying something new. We do have these signs now. I think they're really, really helpful when you have a lot of foot traffic. And I think we need to put QR codes on them. And I think that's really cool. So thanks, Miss Evelyn. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
In Philadelphia, I believe it's this weekend, we have the Philadelphia Auto Show. The Philadelphia Auto Show. Let me see if that is the case. Now, the auto show goes across the United States to major cities. So let me see here. Looking for dates. January 31st to February 8th, 2026. And the times are here. So I'm going to share my screen so we can see it. January 31st to February 8th, 2026. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So these are weekends. Saturday, the 31st, it's all day from 10 to 9. I can tell you this. There will be a great string of people coming to this event. So if someone's available Saturday, possibly Sunday, because I know some folks don't like to track on Sunday, but Saturday the 31st, Saturday the 7th would be really two excellent days to be at the Philadelphia PA Convention Center at 12th and Arch Street. This is not a formal trip. You can expect, Lord willing, myself and perhaps James and Oliver to be there. And if anyone who's watching this program, is there anything going on in your area that you would like us to know or even pray about if we can't make it? But this is on my mind. And there's also one in Wilmington, Delaware. So if there's any Delawareans, I'm going to see if I can find the information for that. Because my guess is it's a smaller venue. Maybe they're not going there this year. Taking a look. Yeah, it may not be there because it's a smaller venue. But hopefully everyone, just like John Helf when he did the big fair in his area in North Carolina, we are looking for events that are in your area so you can maximize this opportunity where everybody's coming to one location. That's how we want to do. People coming to you. All right. Someone types in, did we have any May 21 signs in any Scandinavian nations? Yes. Is Austria Scandinavian? I do know that no, I'm seeing a no. Gary, Gary, you know your geology there. You'd make a if we had a trivia question, I think you'd do great. Um, did we have any May 21 signs in any Scandinavian nations? Can someone speak on that? Anyone who's, been familiar with traveling to Europe? Has anyone traveled to any of those regions with signs? You can raise your hand if you wish. But personally, I have not been to any Scandinavian nations. I know Robert Daniels went, Oliver went to Scandinavia. I think forgot where they went, but I don't think they had any signs. They just had tracks. As far as billboards, it's possible that Family Radio's billboard team did have the Judgment Day billboards in the Scandinavian nations. So I hope that answers your question. Norway and Sweden specifically. I see. Denmark, Norway, Sweden. Thank you for that. Sir Jeffrey, if you're available, sir, I remember the last time we had our discussion, you might be able to give an update in regard to the trip to Mumbai. Do you have any updated details, sir?
Well, excuse me. Hi, Gary. How are you?
Great, Sir Jeffrey. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you, by God's grace. I'm glad to be on this program today. Thank you very much for hosting it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the trip still a go. It's scheduled for April 20th to May 1st. So it's about 11 days or so. At the moment, we are in the process of doing all the logistical stuff. Sister Candace is helping out with the tracks, and right now we're doing a lot of background research and also waiting to form the group. We still have the deadline of February 9th, so we would encourage people to sign up for the trip who are interested in it. They can go to the info@ebiblefellowship.org email and express interest there. Those emails will be directed to the tracking committee. So it's in progress. It's moving in the right direction. There are a lot of decisions that, still need to be made. But at the same time, having a better idea of what size group is going would help us make that decision a little bit quicker as well. But yeah, we're in the process of uh, we've reached out to the consulate trying to get some information there. We're planning out a route, different locations we'd like to go. Most likely, Lord willing, we're gonna try to track outside of the city, Mumbai City. Mumbai City has about well, as of 2011, the population there was about 12 million people, but the last time a census was done was actually in 2011. So we don't have a current number, but it's estimated that it's over 20 million by now.
Wow.
The last time the census came around was in 2020, and that's when COVID happened. So that census never took place. So at the moment, we're kind of just going off of an estimate, but it's a pretty big city. I think, I think technically we could just like hang out in the city and there's so many people there and just run out of tracks real quick,
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
but
your
we
airport is massive.
it's pretty big. We'd like to go outside the city too, if possible. We definitely feel like we want to try to hit up some of the less privileged areas as well, not just like the main cities. We have a route that we are, well, a couple routes that we hope we can follow. One being Chris had sent me some information regarding a trip that Family Radio had made out there back in the early 2000s. And so we were thinking of hitting those cities up, visiting those cities. But maybe there's going to be another a route as well. There's so many people there. There's so many people there that I don't think one trip is not nearly nearly enough based on the population there. But
Wow.
you
It's
know, it's all
amazing.
yeah,
It's
it's
amazing looking at
all
these
we're
streets.
just trusting in the Lord to, give us direction and guide us, and we're trying to do the best we can to plan everything out. Like I said, it is moving in a good positive direction.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Man, crossing the street's going to be quite the task.
That's probably the less busy time.
Wow.
That picture, yes.
Wow.
It can be pretty congested in India.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are multiple. So the trip is going to mainly focus on the Maharashtra state of India, which predominantly speaks the Marathi language. There's definitely a bit of Gujarati in there. There's a little bit of Hindi. There's a little bit of Urdu as well. But the majority of the population will speak the Marathi language. So we plan on printing out or having many Marathi tracks printed out. By God's grace, we were able to also get a translated, a Gujarati language track as well, which is uh, at the moment it's just waiting to be reviewed and finalized. Um, so Lord willing, we would have that as well. The population speaks English there. A lot of them do because it is the
Business.
business commercial language
That's right.
there in India. So we will definitely be bringing some of those tracks as well.
That's very wise. I have some business colleagues in India, and English is like the universal language that keeps them all together. Yeah.
Very excited for this one. It's going to be very challenging. Without a doubt, it's going to be very challenging. And we have come across a few obstacles too. But like Chris was saying earlier today in the open forum, man, we need to be persistent, and we do expect, that, he there's a big harvest out there that needs, that needs to come in. The word has been sown, so there's a lot of reaping to do during this day of judgment. So we're out there to, feed sheep, and we trust in the Lord that even though we don't really see with our own eyes, that there's still work to do, and
That's
that
right.
the Lord's hand will guide us and direct us and everything.
And Jeffrey, do you think it's possible just to consider perhaps a radio blast or maybe some kind of notification that God's people will be coming there to kind of descend in that area, or do you think it's best to just jump right in and just to get going?
Can you describe what a radio blast is? I don't know what that
No,
is.
essentially, if there's like a local community, there should be like a local radio station, and you can pay very, very small amount to advertise on the local radio station that people will be coming to, share the message.
Yes, it's something I need to follow up on, but I believe Brother Paul is in the process of helping out with some, some
Like
advertising.
Facebook ads, that's right. Localized, targeted
Yeah,
ads. Right.
I do need to follow up on that, so thank you for the reminder. But I believe he was asked to help out in that regard. So,
Right.
but yeah, we could definitely look into that as well if he's listening now, or if he watches this,
Paul.
soon. Hi, Paul. We need your help again. But yeah, that would definitely, I think, help out for sure. I
Yeah.
think so.
Jeffrey, thanks for the update. This is a daunting task. I'm thankful
If
to God. Yeah,
if anyone has questions again, please just contact us as soon as possible. And or, yeah, any questions regarding the trip, you
right.
know,
Any standard advice for folks who are considering? What is it that they need to keep in mind if they're even
okay.
considering to do something like that?
That's a very good question. When we were in Argentina, we mostly stayed uh, near the main city downtown area, and that wasn't really too much of a problem. The population there was so large, and also, you know, the amount of tracks that we brought, we could have printed out a few more. We ran out, fairly quickly. Um, and we just only went, I think we visited Gabriel's town uh once while we were there, but mostly it was er, near the downtown area. In India, there's a pretty good likelihood that we will not just be staying in the city, so you would want to prepare for a little bit of travel. Like we may arrive there on one day, spend a few days there, and maybe one team will go to a different place for a couple days, 2 or 3 days, because Mumbai City has a lot of people there, but then you have other cities just outside of it, like Pune is another city, just for example, and then they have millions of people there. I think let me see, you have I don't know how to pronounce this, but Nashik has like about 1.8 million people. Thane has about 2 million people, and they're relatively nearby, the city. So there are other places we can go to. So I would imagine that there would be a bit of travel involved if that's the way the Lord would have us go. Um,
Gotcha.
and this is something we're still deliberating. But yeah, you can see Mumbai, you can see Navi, Mumbai. I think that's probably 45 minutes away. Pune, I think, is, if you zoom out, is, I think, a little south of there, I believe. Uh, so
Wow.
you got Thane. Yeah, you got Thane. Uh, Pune. I don't know how to pronounce it. There you go. Yep. So it's all relatively nearby, maybe like some places 2, 3 hour bus ride. Um, and so yeah, we'll see. We definitely need to pray for wisdom on this, and for the Lord's guidance, and we definitely covet the listeners' prayers on this as well. There's just so much potential here, so many places we can visit, so many places that have high populations. Uh,
This is incredible. I mean,
yeah,
this is probably one of the most interesting trips. Uh, this is like a must have. If somebody wants to really make a difference, I think this is probably one of the most critical trips that E-Bible Fellowship could probably undertake.
I think it's probably one of the more, I want to say, not only challenging, but one that this if you don't go in prepared, there's definitely that element of fear. So the best thing we can do about that, aside from prayer and asking, beseeching for help with that, is preparation. Know what you're getting into. And so that's what we're trying to do as best as we can, just collect as much information as we can, be as prepared as we can, try to um, you know, just have preventative measures in place. Things happen. Just overload ourselves with information before we go there. But there's going to be some challenges there. There's definitely political environment there that's a little scary as well.
Yeah.
So we need to be careful with that.
Yeah, I saw a group of men carrying sticks. Like they won't mind beating you if they think it's worth it.
Yeah. So that's in the Lord's hands, man.
Right. But the
So
stick was thin.
but we want to go out regardless of the lion being out there on the streets. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? So the lion's there, that's not going to prevent us.
If the Lord allows, I'd love to be there. If the Lord opens the door,
Yeah.
I
So
would love to be there.
yeah, and I would love to have as many people come to this trip if possible. So please keep that in prayer, It's definitely a first. Well, it's a first for me to go into a country like India. I imagine for some people it would be a first for them as well. And we're not, God
This is
hasn't
not
given
for the
us
faint.
God hasn't given us the spirit of fear.
That's right.
God,
We're talking high temperatures, what
yes,
to eat. We're
yes,
talking about new environments for the gut, new environments for the body, personalities and cultural, and just doing God's will.
yeah, amen.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. This is very, very informative, something that we can all pray about. And yeah, could it be that God would draw us to consider going on this trip? Great.
Amen.
Thank you, Jeff. And I see Tom. Tom, good to see you. I see you in the audience there. May God bless you. You asked a question yesterday on the Saturday Christian Night Talk program. We've been running that, and I see a hand raised. Somebody put a comment there. Let me see. Miss Michelle, if you raised your hand, feel free to raise it again. If anybody has any comments or things they'd like to mention thus far. Or Tom, if you'd like to say something. All right. Last segment, we talked about the. Oh, yeah, Tom, how are you? Ni hao.
Yes, I'm fine. And I know the Zoom have the transcript has a translation.
That's right. I will activate
Yes.
that. Thank you.
Yes, I know. If I say in Chinese, you can see the translation.
This is wonderful.
Yes.
Speaking language. See
If I
here.
have a question, I will to open my microphone and ask.
Let's do that. Tell me if you can see.
Okay.
And if I can see you, perhaps I could read, but I think you can see my language translating right now, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Please go ahead.
I'm open the translation. I can understand you saying.
Wonderful.
Yes, if I have a question, I will ask. No, I didn't have another question.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Tom, for putting that in for folks who are on Zoom. And if you're watching in the ASEAN region and you understand
Yes,
Mandarin language, I'm
I
very
found
happy.
the Chinese can access the Zoom, and the Chinese people can use this to listening the new open forum, I think.
I think so. And that's one of the reasons why I think we should be doing this. Tom, thank you.
Yes, and I will to join another Chinese people to try use this translation to listening a new open forum.
Yes. Excellent.
Yes.
I'm very pleased that
If I
you.
have a time, if I have time, I will find the people to try this.
Yes. And,
Yes.
maybe we can advertise on Radio Taiwan that we can have this function once they're watching the English program.
Yes. We can add as the intro video or outro video. I think
Excellent.
the intro video and the outro video has the funny.works website.
I see. Tom, it's a blessing that I can talk with you thousands of miles away, different time zone, and we can
Yes.
connect and
Yes.
communicate with each other. This
The
is the
Chinese, the Chinese can access the Facebook and the YouTube.
yes.
Must use the VPN to access that.
And your English is excellent, by the way.
No, my English is not good.
You're very humble. You're very humble.
Yeah.
That's good.
But
Well,
I need to use the translation to talk, English is not very good. Yes.
so Tom, I'm going to make a sign. Why is the world so divided in Mandarin? We're going to be going to New York City, Flushing, Queens,
Oh,
for the Chinese New Year parade. So I can just type in Flushing,
what is this?
Queens, Chinatown. There's a big parade coming up.
Oh, China is this have more Chinese people?
Yes.
Wow,
And
amazing.
yeah, and I like it because when the parade starts, we are going to be in this particular part in New York City, but it almost looks like you're in China,
Yes, I know.
So
We can understand why is the world so divided.
yes.
That's a fact.
Do you think that's an appropriate sign? Will people who understand Mandarin, will they understand what we're talking about?
I didn't know.
Okay. Maybe I can put a Bible phrase like
Wow, it's so good. Wow, it's have a Chinese or Chinese.
Right.
Yes.
But maybe the Lord will direct them. Maybe we can keep it the same way, and God can.
But it's not look like simply Chinese.
That's right.
Yes, it's simply Chinese.
Yes, this area has Korean, Chinese, and Vietnamese as well.
Wow.
Or if not Vietnamese,
or have Chinese people.
Yeah.
Or we can share their infallible. Our infallible, I say the last 24 hours has 610 unique visitor.
Okay. This is where the parade is actually going to go through. It's a very, very busy intersection. And so we'll have signs here for folks when they have the parade.
Car says if we can put trucks in the bathroom. But in Chinese has more and more camera. But the bathroom didn't have a camera. We can put the trucks or why it's also divided to bathroom.
Excellent.
It's a good list.
Yeah, he's saying that the bathrooms don't have cameras, so if they wanted to distribute tracks there, they could leave them around in places that didn't have cameras.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we had our meeting spot when we had the last parade. And Carl, do you think we should make a customized bathroom tract for that specific event, so that way it's easy to have like a very brief and deep?
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be I think it'd be okay, because if somebody picks it up, they may want to learn more about it and put it in their pocket. Of course, you could have somebody.
If I can, I will to try.
It's just amazing that you're looking around you. You wouldn't think this is America.
Yes, it looks like China.
Yeah, it looks like China. They do such an excellent job. And you know what I love about here? This is called New World Mall, New World. And, we know God is going to create a new heaven and a new earth. It's just kind of interesting when we go on these trips. This is my way of going to China. This is my way of reaching the dear people of China. I love thinking about these events. It's my opportunity to hopefully be used by God to,
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah. Miss Antonia was here. We actually got a little warm. We stayed in this location. We went to this little spot to get
New York.
Warm. Yep. The last time we were here.
Do you want Tom to show us some of the website he's been working on, the Chinese website?
Absolutely.
You want to give us a tour, Tom, of funly.org?
The minutes I will just
Okay.
but I need
Someone
to
asked a
explore.
question here while you're doing that. Someone asked a question, and I see Brandon, the name here. We do have a program called the New Open Forum. And after this program, there's going to be, and what's the title of this program? The next program, Carl? Meditations.
Yeah, that's going to come on after this program finishes. So whenever
Right.
this program finishes, that's when we start.
Right. Perhaps, if it's appropriate, and you put that question in, maybe someone could answer it. But the appropriate venue to place your question would be the New Open Forum program, which is Monday through Friday, starting 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Sundays, it starts at 3:30 p.m.
But I can say that with David and Goliath, I believe Chris talked about that Goliath is a picture of Satan and David's picture of Christ. And that's actually a picture of Satan's downfall when David slew Christ. I mean, David slew Goliath, he's a picture of Christ slaying Satan. Yeah. But you can ask that question on the New Open Forum Monday, tomorrow at 8 p.m. East Coast time. That would be 5 o'clock West Coast.
Yeah, I see here is the rocks in David's sling spiritually an encouragement to help us in front challenges in these foreign lands. The resistance may be a Goliath type pressure, but the boldness of David is the Lord's doing, perhaps. That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, when you consider that Satan's fallen and just like Goliath fell, it's a kind of a different time, different type of maybe, I don't know if we have the same resistance that we had during the day of salvation, because Satan's kingdom's fighting each other, so they're kind of busy destroying each other.
Right.
They're almost like a little too distracted.
Well, I think we spent a good amount of time on this, and I appreciate everyone's patience. We did kind of talk a bit about that. However, I do think it's of optimum importance. We have folks who are listening across the globe, and it's such a blessing that when Chris is doing the New Open Forum program, we can remind ourselves to hit that translation feature. So Chris is actually speaking in Mandarin. It's incredible. It's really incredible. So folks like Tom and folks who are watching, who are hearing about this program can access it.
Yeah, he's going to show us in just a minute. Tom, you ready to do the screen share?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, you're co-host, so you can do the screen share. He's going to give us a tour of the website.
Oh no, my computer didn't have a permission.
Let's see.
We need to set a Zoom permission.
Okay, so there's some permissions needed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
yeah,
but I need to quiet the Zoom.
Yeah. It's okay if you have to come back in the room.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he has a new computer, so he's got to.
I need to back this meeting, or minutes I will join.
Okay.
Okay. In the meanwhile, I would like to give you all a prison ministry update. We talked about that the last time, so until Tom comes back, I'm going to share my screen. So you can see the numbers here by state. We have prison book distribution activity by correctional system and facility count. And I see the number 38, and I'm assuming that would be the amount of individuals requesting these booklets. So we got California, Washington, Oregon, Arizona, New Mexico. Look at Texas, 85 plus 81 locations, bulk distribution. Oklahoma, Montana, Colorado. These are states that eBible normally doesn't get to visit. Kansas, 13 plus 50 bulk distribution. These are really large numbers here. And so please pray for the eBible Fellowship Prison book distribution. That God would give Jim the strength to continue doing this, the resources, the time. We have England and Wales 123, Scotland 17 plus 50, and internationally, Northern Ireland, Irish Republic, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. Canada has got a high number, 16. Look at that. Nigeria, 914. Wow. Wow. Namibia, Ghana, Tanzania, Cameroon, Uganda, South Africa, Dominica. Dominica, beautiful. These are beautiful islands that we visited. Singapore, 4, Belize, Puerto Rico, Zambia, Kenya, Grenada, Malawi, Botswana, the Netherlands. So we were just talking about those areas: Netherlands, Sweden, Ethiopia, Sudan, 240, Finland, Gambia, Jamaica, 14, Liberia, Austria, Denmark, Germany, Poland, Norway. Look at all these nations. What a blessing. Zimbabwe, 66, Norway, 2, Poland, 2, Mauritius, 12, Rwanda, Lesotho, Mexico, El Salvador. Bolivia has a very good, robust number there, 11 plus 50. And I don't know if that was recently due to Salvador's talking with some of the folks there. Perhaps Salvador, if you happen to hear this at some point, you can let me know if you were, part of that with Jim. Togo, Burkina Faso, Somalia. They've been in the news lately. Burundi, Tunisia, Panama, Cuba. What a blessing. Please keep that in prayer. Thanks be to God that we are having folks who are doing this on their own. And that's just fantastic. Can you imagine people who are incarcerated are more free than those who are out in the world at this time if God has saved them? All right. Tom, are you at the ready, sir?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, right.
Gotta
Okay,
make it
let me
co-host.
share.
All right, ready?
Okay, let me share my website. Oh no.
No pressure.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, this is my website, and this is a daily verse. This is a daily verse. It's our share pictures. It can generate the pictures.
Feel free to play
We
so
can-
we can hear the audio, Tom.
That one's
Mm,
actually a Bible verse. It's saying you
Okay.
can copy it.
oh,
You can share it. It's
yes.
an image that downloads.
Yes, we can download that. And this is the website generate a picture. Oh no, this is we can share this picture with other. And
Very
this
nice.
is a biblical timeline, but the pages didn't work. I will to fix that. And this is have a Bible question finder, and we have a admin dashboard. We can add the admin dashboard to a question finder.
Excellent.
This is a Bible study. We can open the Bible study minutes. Yes, this is our Bible study.
And are we using AI voice to translate?
Yes. Minutes it will be a translate. And is you can see the Bible study.
Oh, great. They
Let
can
me. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, but this is the Chinese Bible study, and it have a 3 Bible study, and this is the Bible tracts. Like the first is why is the world so divided? And yes, this is the why is the world so divided?
Mm-hmm.
This is world why. Another website have a Bible questions feedback. People can ask in this. Yes, people can ask in this. This is about us. Bible study. Let me see another. This is the Bible study literature. Means Lord.
I have a question, Gary. Does he have the Chinese web player in this website?
Mm,
That's a great question. So, Carl, when that person goes on this site, is there a 24-hour looping
Why so slow?
program like a Chinese web radio player?
Wow, it's so slow.
Yeah, we have a web radio.
Yes,
He'll
this
let
is a Bible study.
Yeah, he has a web.
Is it 24 hours?
Oh yeah, yeah. We have 6
Yes,
players.
yes, we have a minute in the mobile website. This is a mobile website. We create a mobile website. This is a mobile website. You have a lifetime. Yes, this is our lifetime.
Very
And
nice.
people can play. Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, did you hear? Yes, this is our lifetime. and on the computers website and the mobile website is the difference.
Excellent.
Yes, and recently I created the Amazing Grace visual music
Oh yeah, it
website.
shows the music. Yep.
Yes, did you see this website? Or my computer
So
connected
the server is stored in the US, and so it's a little slow for him. That's why it's not as fast.
Yes. Yes, this is people can record in this website. And we can select this. And we can start the record. Yes, this can record our voice. And we can this is our contact voice. And it will be submit our server.
We have no idea what we're looking at.
Yes. And this
You
is
can translate
our
into
code.
English. You can translate it into English, right, Tom? If you right click, the website. Mhm.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, my
We can work
VPN
on that feature later.
work, I think my VPN didn't work. Oh,
Oh, there you
Look,
go.
look.
it's
Yeah, we
finished.
see English. Yep, it worked.
Yes. Did you say?
Very nice.
Yes, this is a Chinese Amazing Grace lyrics.
Oh, you can
Also,
record your
this
voice.
lyrics
It's a
is
voice
chant.
recorder. Oh,
Yes,
so you can record your voice.
can recorder. Yes, this is
Oh,
the
very nice.
recorder.
So is that for somebody who wants to send in their song? They can sing on this webpage, record their voice.
Yes, yes. And
Ah.
you can. Yes, this is contact information, name and notes. And people can press that and submit audio. And people can get a code. People must need this code. And the friendly website has a admin dashboard. Yes, that has a dashboard admin. Wow, this needs a
Maybe we need to add that feature to
This
our
is
website.
a dashboard. Yes.
有反馈了。
Yes, this is a friendly works admin dashboard. This is a website visitor Bible question. Yes, people can add this Bible question, and this is a Bible songs.
Can you play one of the songs?
Yes, minutes.
One
The
second.
Bible songs is in another page.
But I think you have to be sharing sound, right?
This is Chinese Bible songs website. And these have lyrics.
Oh, the lyrics.
Yes, this is Chinese songs.
That's cool. So it shows the lyrics as you listen to the song.
Can you translate that page as
Yeah.
well or no?
Okay.
You can probably recognize the music, right, by the melody.
Oh, yeah.
Minutes. Okay, did you see? But
Yep.
this is the translate is not yet. Like this is a English songs and can it be?
Very nice.
And this is the to God be the glory. You know, the translate is not. This is our lyrics. Did you see? Yes, did you see this?
Yep, we can see
And
it.
this is the Bible songs.
Wow.
And we can through the admin dashboard to add music minutes. Then we add the eyes. And we okay, I will translate to English this website. Okay, did you know?
By the way,
We
this
can
website,
press value.
this website's name means divided. It's funli.org. That's FENLI.org. It's pronounced funli, and it means divided in Chinese.
Yes. And we can press the song title or the file.
And Carl, who would be seeing this? How does someone get access to the site? Is this everybody in the world outside of the firewall of China, or are people?
No,
with
he's
China?
accessing it in China right now.
Yes, it's not have a firewall.
Yeah, God's
Firewall
protected.
didn't ban this website.
So far, it's been protected.
All the Chinese people can access this. And let me see the dashboard, the Cloudflare's dashboard. It have about the last 24 hours about have 610 unique visitor. Oh no, my internet connection is so slow.
Oh, yeah, we'll wait. He's going to show you the analytics. How many people have visited the website, like where at.
Yes.
Just has to translate it.
Yeah, we'll wait. Don't worry about if it's slow.
Yeah.
Minutes. Oh no, it's a Chinese page.
And Carl, can you talk to me about Radio Taiwan? How's that coming along?
Tom helps us to produce
Oh,
well, it's coming along well. I believe
Okay.
we've renewed another year for it.
Okay.
We can't really keep track of who's listening because it's radio.
That's right.
But this is a
Yes.
good way to see who's using our player
okay.
because we have a
Let
web
me
radio
see.
player, so we can track the stats.
Wow, let me see. Oh, it's a
So that's just in the past
600
24 hours.
15 visitor. Yes, has a time is have 101 unique visitor.
Hmm.
So this.
Oh, 1 p.m. at 100
Yes, and-
visitors. Okay. So the whole day so far, we've had 615 unique visitors to the website.
Yeah.
Can you show a
bless you.
map of
Yes, let me see
who in
the
the world?
7 days, about 7 days. You can see. Wow, it's so amazing.
And they're listening
can
to
hear.
the pre-programming of songs and hymns, Bible reading, and Bible studies about biblical evidence for 2033.
Just various studies that we've translated in Chinese.
Okay.
Can you show a map, Tom, of where in the world they're listening from?
Yes. Let me see.
Oh no, on
Let me
the
see. I
analytics.
exercise the Google Map.
Oh.
Right. You can exercise the Google Maps.
Well, Cloudflare should have analytics of where listeners are coming from.
That's true.
think
But it's good to
minutes.
see the map too. I'm a map person myself.
Wow,
Mhm.
so slow.
That's okay. We appreciate.
Wow, that's also slow. I didn't know why the recently my
From darkness to light.
Yeah,
why
it's
is
loading. Why
the
that's loading?
recently my internet connection
No.
is so slow. Yes, this is a live province about this. Oh no. Yes, about this. About this. That
And
means
does Radio
yes.
Taiwan reach that area where the mountainous regions are?
No, it can't.
Okay, it gets blocked sometimes.
Yes, you know, it's near the Russian, like Laos city. This.
GG.
Yeah, the Taiwan is in this. The Taiwan. Wow. The Taiwan
Thank
is
you
in
for
this.
sharing that.
It's in the Taiwan.
Oh, I see.
It's so far.
Very far. We're talking thousands of miles, right? Maybe
Wow,
2,000.
it's about over the 3,000 kilogram or more.
Right.
In this, it can receive the Taiwan radio in
Yeah.
this array.
There's a lot of people from Hubei. I think that's a nice city. Hopefully they can reach Hubei.
This.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's close to Beijing. Yeah.
Yes, it's a Beijing. Yeah. The Shanghai is in this, I think.
That's wonderful.
I
know they're having trials in their country as well. There's no one that is not going through something. Every nation is going through something right now.
Yes. I will to use
Tom, can you show us the
Chinese people to join the new open forum.
Yes.
And use the script translation.
So moving forward, can we keep it in Mandarin? So next couple of weeks, maybe.
Can you try to talk in Chinese and we'll see if it translates? I think you.
Okay. 如果我说中文的话，翻译器会工作吗？
Let's see. I think you have to have it captions changed to Chinese if you're on Zoom. So let me try that. All right.
So wouldn't he have to change his from speaking language Chinese and then convert to English?
Let's see. We did it yesterday. Speaking language should be English.
Okay.
Because right now I changed my settings and I can see.
No, caption should be English. Speaking should be Chinese. Let's try that.
Yes, okay. My share is all done. Okay.
Okay, try to speak in Chinese again one more time.
好，翻译器工作了吗？现在
Yeah, I got it now. So
Okay,
my share is, hold on.
Okay, I will join another Chinese people to use this.
Okay, so if you want to, you have to have your speaking language changed to Chinese and your caption language to English. So,
yes.
and then you'll see Chinese being translated. When he speaks Chinese, you'll see it on your Zoom.
Yes, I see. I use this translation to talk.
I don't see why you would need that. Your English is excellent.
Yeah, his English is improved.
Oh,
excellent English. I watch me say, why is the world so divided? Watch me chop this up. 为什么世界如此这么分裂? Did you understand that?
Oh no. The pronunciation is so.
Didn't understand that. I'm trying to speak your language. You have no idea what I just said. None.
Yes. You need to practice pronunciation. Chinese different pronunciation has a different.
They're going to say, just speak English. I don't understand anything I'm saying. Just speak English.
Yes. And
well, this is very helpful, Tom. May God richly bless you and all the dear people where you're at. You know, I'm telling you, this is like answered prayer.
God bless you too.
Yeah, this is answered prayer. I mean, when Mr. Camping and Family Radio was working, I don't know if they even have this kind of resource that God has blessed us with having you. So may God strengthen you and keep you and your family so you can continue doing this work. It's really a blessing what you're doing by God's grace. All right, Tom.
Or we can do another.
Oh yeah. Yes, let's
Okay.
do this again, and we'd like to learn more. Like Carl wanted to see some of the numbers and things like that. So that would be really cool.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Tom.
Okay. Bye.
再见，再见。
再见. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That's just amazing. I get so excited when I think about God drawing his elect in far away lands like India and China. And it's just wonderful to think about how God's magnificent salvation program. You have a humble ministry like E-Bible Fellowship doing very daunting things. And we really have to keep praying for the ministry. Thankfully, someone thought about this by God's grace to have a program where we are praying for the ministry of E-Bible Fellowship, that they would remain faithful, because prayer is needed. It's just such a blessing. All right. So we talked about the prison book distribution. We talked about upcoming events. We talked about the publish the truth and conceal it not. So Carl, there's nothing else that we need to clarify regarding that, right? People are able to log in with that particular program, publish the truth and conceal it not.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Let's
think
take
so.
a look at that. Yeah, maybe we should take a look at the web page. Do you want to share your screen and do that, or should I?
Yeah, I could do that. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Second.
And just to mention, folks, if you'd like to do things with that particular program in terms of like maybe a voice recording or creative things like that, this could be something that you can consider doing.
Yeah. So here, these are the first videos that we posted. I don't know if people know, but recently me and Salvador went to Mexico. The first place we went to was Morelia, and then am I pronouncing that right, Salvador? Morelia, I think I got that. And then Guadalajara was the second city. So it went extremely well. We got a lot of tracks. So these videos were all posted here, so you can watch them. Now what we're trying to do is keep this channel organized. Let me unmute Salvador. You can assist me. And then we have like playlists for the different cities.
Yes, you say it perfect, girl.
Okay, good.
Salvador, did you arrange anything with Jim with that prison ministry with the booklets there in Bolivia?
No, actually, this is all Gabriel's hard work. He contacted Mr. Jim, and I guess he's taking care of that. So the little work we did in Bolivia, I have to give props to Gabriel, and it was directly from Mr. Chris. So he got instructions from him, and we delivered the booklets, and yeah, and then Mr. Jim took he took it from there.
That's great. That's great, Salvador. Do you mind telling me? I looked at the playlist of your video. You were talking with the gentleman. Carl, can you find that video? You were in this nice alleyway. The guy looked like he was a businessman or a mayor.
Yeah, that would have been.
And he had a very, it looked like he was in agreement, but then I don't know if he was in slight disagreement.
No, he was in disagreement. He was saying some daunting things like he was saying something like the only mistake that God makes was to allow Americans to believe they are messiahs and come and send the message to the whole world. And I say, may I have the word, sir? And I say, first of all, God do not make mistakes, and second of all, everything he does is perfect. So So then everybody took a track because they understood that he was off place.
But I like that. I like the way he was so like he brought attention.
Yeah.
Sounded very convincing. I thought he was like a mayor or a business owner, and I really enjoyed that confrontation you had with him.
Yeah, you gotta stay calm.
I see Gabriel. You just came in, Gabriel. Hola. Not sure if you wanted to talk a little bit about the prison ministry coordination that you did with Jim. I looked on the tally there, Gabriel, and I saw that they have quite a number of books in distribution. If you want to talk a little bit about that, if you're available. Let me see if I can.
Gabriel, no sé
Yeah,
si
we can-
entendió lo que le dijo, pero quiere saber si quiere hablar acerca de los libros que se llevaron a Bolivia y cómo el señor Jim los está llevando al resto del mundo.
So we'll let these videos play in the background while they talk, because at least some.
Man, this is amazing. We're speaking Spanish. I'm seeing Mandarin and
One
English.
moment, please. One moment. I need to change my
Hey Gary,
caption.
just so you know, almost every single person sitting down took a track.
Yeah, I was watching the
Very-
videos, and I'm noticing like how Mexico is also very blessed. I was telling my son culturally, you know, religion, specifically the Christian faith, is ingrained in their tradition.
Yeah, he's reading it. He's reading a track from when I had last had stopped by. I'd already.
And you can see how God has blessed them by having that tradition of the Bible and having Christian values is embedded in there. And maybe that's why the Mexican people are blessed to some degree. Very family oriented nation.
Yeah, they're and they're also, there's a heavy Catholicism.
Right.
You know, but
Right. Right. I'm just seeing in matters of the law,
no,
I'm
yeah.
seeing true
No, I know
salvation.
what you mean.
But
Yeah.
you know, you can
So
see
we'd run
how,
into.
right.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, but we would run into. We had a few.
I saw some nuns.
Yeah, we handed them tracks. The nuns took.
I
them.
saw that. I told my
Even-
son, I was joking. I said, you know, they're called nuns, but I think they have None, none when it comes to truth, you know.
we even somebody dressed up as a clown. took the
Yeah,
track.
I saw the clown take the track. I said, that's amazing.
So yeah, it was good. It was very good.
There's another clown like, what's this? I saw the other clown.
Yeah.
The other clown's like, what are you guys doing? You're taking my spot.
We had the banner up right over here because this is when a lot of people, just when we're about to leave, a huge crowd kind of gathered over here to watch the entertainment.
Mhm.
So,
Those trees are very well curated. They're like very well manicured by the landscaping.
yeah, we went to Mexico has got very poor areas, you know, just like every city, and then it has like a nicer area. Both areas, the tracks are pretty well received. But we hit both. We made sure to get the poor areas. We didn't always record it, but
Right.
um
That would be wise not to, you know.
yeah, even Salvador's brother, he helped us out. He helped us hold the sign.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really know too much about the Bible, but he helped us out there. So the shorts, those will show a little bit more about, like this guy was in Salvador's hometown. He actually wanted to do some Bible reading for us in his hometown.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great. Really good videos. And Salvador, what would you say the trip was like overall, sir, if you're there?
I believe it was a blessing and a thousand times better because Sir Carl was with us. I mean, it was way better than if I did it by myself. I thank God for Sir Carl, and it was a completely success. We have some material to start the next time. I'm gonna try to make it my reading terminal, Gary, if it makes any sense. I'm gonna try to keep follow up and keep up the work down there. So, Lord willing, I have some material to start and some banners and so forth.
Yeah. It was a delight to see you and Carl. And it's, you know, two is better than one. And it was a blessing to see you all.
Yeah, it
going
really
through.
helped to have a second person because when you're walking down these, I mean, look how wide it is. So look, you got, people on both sides.
A 1-2 punch.
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to make sure. It got
Franz,
really
Franz and I, we went to Japan, and this lady evaded both of us. We were both amazed how good she was because she went to the left and then she dodged me and went to the right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
very well received. And especially a lot of people like to sit down and enjoy themselves in the evening. So, it's great to pass. I'm a big evening person. I don't know why. Just when the sun's about to set, going out there. Some people maybe prefer the morning, but this is when people are more relaxed, just kind of taking a nice stroll. So I feel like it's a good time to hand out tracks.
Yeah. Evening time is bed. BED. That's
And
why
I have to say, there is some wisdom on going 2 by 2. Carl, remember the Lord sent the 72 by 2, and
Right.
they were sharing the word of God. There is some wisdom into it. I guess there is not so much restraint when it comes to have the whole team with you, and so there's a little bit more freedom to pass the track. So I think
Yeah.
it's great 2 by 2.
Yeah.
And there's a certain time where you really oversaturate the city, if you've been there long enough. I don't feel like we did. We only had, I think, a few thousand tracks. So
Right. And it's a
pretty
city of
quickly.
9 million. So
Yeah, it's the third largest. Guadalajara is the third largest city in Mexico, all of Mexico. It's a tech city. They're known as like the Silicon Valley. We're not in that area with all the high rises, but the second one is Tijuana, which is right across from San Diego. And then that's the second. And then the very first would be Mexico City. Mexico City has Guadalajara, I think, has 5 million in the city. Mexico City has 9 million and then 20 million outside. So the city proper alone. That's a lot because just compare that with I think San Diego is the 8th largest city in the US, and that only has about 1 million. So we're talking about a city that has just the city by itself has 9 million. So that's a lot of people.
Oh, Carl, I want to mention, I think ads are on. You might want to take off the ads for that channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can, but we can most certainly try.
Yeah. Something to think about. Maybe you could just make a note of it.
Okay.
Because I was watching it and then I saw an ad.
Yeah, I don't think we can. I don't know if we can take off ads, but I can look into that.
Maybe if you take off monetization, they still might run the ad, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if we have that on.
Yeah, so. just check, sir.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I'd have a stack of 100 tracks and I'd look down and they're almost gone. So I'm already reaching. It's really nice to go to a place where you get tracks out. It doesn't mean that, that means they must all be an elect, or it simply just means that they're able to disperse the tracks and they're willing to at least read it. We actually asked a few people, like this one guy told us he didn't want to take the track because he didn't want to throw it down and litter. Because we kind of wanted to gauge the audience and see, because some people didn't want to take it, and there's like a heavy, we noticed in like these South American countries, in Central America, Mexico, that people will sell the gospel. They'll hand you a pamphlet, and then you basically have to pay to access like a certain website.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of like when you're going to like poor people, it's just like, it leaves a very distasteful taste, and it's wrong.
I think I heard about that in Peru as well.
Yeah. So I think Salvador, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he let people know it's free.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes they think you're selling something, so you don't want to give them that impression, and you say this is free and
gratis,
they'll take
gratis.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a freebie.
Yeah, we had to tell them it's free. Another thing too is we had to tell it's biblical. Like I had one person not take it, and then I said Biblia. She took it. Somebody else took it. So, sometimes you just don't. And it's also, I don't think it's very rare for somebody, if at all, to come out and start handing out Bible material. You'll see people out there handing out restaurant material,
right?
Just trying to advertise their business. When I went there, I didn't see a single American. I think I saw one couple. That was it.
I saw a Jehovah's Witness stand. You guys,
yeah, but they're Spanish. But there were like no Americans here, and I don't know if there's a fear, that the media.
Yeah, my wife was watching this. She was like, isn't Mexico dangerous? And I said, this is like one of the best kept secrets. You
Yeah.
got a great deal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, very
real quick,
cheap.
I didn't see any tracks in the floor. Well, barely, only one or
Yeah.
two. But it's like, yeah, the message went out. So
Let me tell you this. Out of all the track trips, Mexico has in this area has always been the best as far as how they're received, how many you can get out. Peru, South America. But yeah, like the Philippines, it's good, but one time it was kind of discouraging. We saw a huge pile of tracks. So when somebody threw a track down, somebody else came, they threw it in the pile. They all kind of just followed each other. And soon there's like this huge pile of tracks and they just ended up throwing them away. I'm
Wow.
talking about like hundreds. And but here, we saw a few on the ground, but it's a lot of times people would just fold them up, put them in their backpack, I'll read later when I'm on the bus.
Yeah. It's interesting how in this country we look down on certain people of certain, areas, but God is not a respecter of persons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a blessing because the ones who are being mocked are the ones who are taking the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they live very humble lives over here, very poor. You can tell that it's easy for other people to look down on people, but they're happy. Kids seem really happy here,
Yeah.
running in the streets.
Yeah, for the divided world, they really seem to be out and about doing their thing. And I'm sure they have their problems. I'm sure they all do, but you can really see that, there is some traditional environments here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you feel bad, you got to get the message out to everyone. But there were a few kids that took them. Sometimes they'll share them with their parents, or their parents will
Yeah.
have the child grab the track. But
Yeah.
we have to just share it with anyone who's willing to take it.
That's right. That's right. Publish the truth, conceal it not. Yeah. And Gabrielle, if you're ready, sir, if you want to share a little bit, if you wish, if not, no problem.
Gabriel, que si está listo para compartir acerca de los panfletos que fueron a las cárceles.
Okay.
Let me
This
unmute.
is
There we
now
go.
my microphone. Salvador, antes de contestar
Ajá.
la pregunta
Gary.
de Gary, me olvidé el nombre. Tengo una curiosidad, yo sé que en México habían muchas personas de la antigua Family Radio, ¿no se cruzaron con ninguna persona?
Sí, en la radio, en el taxi, Gabriel, había uno. Dijo él que él había escuchado acerca de Family Radio. There was a guy in the taxi cab, right, Carl, that he said he heard about the Family Radio back in 2011, but Carl says that he was skeptical because sometimes people just agree with you just because I guess you're American or something.
Mm.
Okay.
Probably wanted a
I
tip.
wanted to hear details like, it's because I've heard of somebody say, yeah, I remember that organization, and then it wasn't the same. So not necessarily in this country, but I always just like to get more details as far as
Yeah, his name is Omar, and I guess we have his information, right, Carl, to maybe
we
follow up
do.
with
Yeah,
him.
he sent us his WhatsApp. Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep him
Well,
informed.
this is a blessing. We've hit 8 o'clock. I believe the next program is starting. But Gabrielle, thank you for explaining some of the work that you did with the Bolivian prison. And Jim, please keep Jim in prayer. It's a huge undertaking. We saw all the nations there, the books, the pamphlets, and the bulk distribution, the logistics, the shipping, the permission. It's a lot. We also have Radio Taiwan. We have Tom. We want to keep in prayer as well, working on the Funly website. And yeah, some people are mentioning different parts of the world as well, nations that are going through a tough time right now. So could it be that God would bless the ministry of E-Bible Fellowship? And this is what the next program is for, where we can, present our request to the Lord to keep this ministry faithful. I'm telling you, there's been a lot of activity. with different issues. And I'm giggling, maybe because it's nervous laughter, but I think Chris, I don't know. I think Chris has octopus hands because he's responding to so much. I don't know how he does it. He responds to so much and they're carefully typed. I can sense that. So we have to keep Chris in prayer as well, making sure that we are asking the Lord to give him wisdom and strength and stamina to continue to handle all these questions that come in so many different directions and
Hey
to
Gary,
bless the
I was gonna
ministry.
say, as poor as Mexico is, they had much cleaner subway stations uh, than New York.
We like freedom here, so we want to be freedom. We want the freedom to make a big mess too.
Yeah, it was very well kept up.
I'm
Another
glad
thing
to
you'll
hear.
notice is in the videos, people will give, if they don't want them, they'll give us the back of their hand. That's just their culture.
Yeah, they like
Yeah,
shoot.
that's new
No,
for
no,
me.
it doesn't mean shoo, it means no thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you'll see here when they do that, it at first, I forgot. I've been to other South American countries and I think they did the same thing, or Mexico, and I forgot about it. But yeah, they'll just show you the back of their hand and that just means no thanks. That's all it means, yeah.
It's amazing how you go to different locations, you get different ways of being told no.
Yeah, I think in Argentina they did like they just used their finger, just said no.
In Japan, they can do the X
The X, okay.
or two fingers.
Yeah, and they don't know that you know that, so they were at first they were doing that, and then they did it again to show like I said no thanks. Like, oh, we didn't know what that means.
Yeah, that was new for me.
In France, they say no merci.
Yeah,
You say no mercy.
right.
I wonder what they do in China. There's no tracking there, but I wonder what they do
I
there.
guess we'll have to
And
find out,
India.
right?
And India. Well, I think we should close with prayer, Salvador, if you don't mind. Carl, thank you very much for explaining that. I think this was a very robust
Sure.
program. We talked about so many things and more things to come. Um, Perhaps we can put a little bit of instruction for the publish the truth, proclaim it not. I mean, conceal it not.
Yeah, you can just message us at info@ebiblefellowship.org if you would like to post videos, and in the videos there's some certain guidelines we can share with you. We don't want to just post anything. We want stuff like this that's sharing the information. Um, Ideally good quality if at all possible, but we'll take anything. And yeah, just message us there if you're interested. If this is something that you do maybe in your own home state and you want to share information, share these videos that you film, then please reach out. So
Right. And it looks like the translation is working very well too. All right, Carl, if you don't mind, could you close this out in prayer, please?
sure. Heavenly Father, could it be may bless the remainder of this Sabbath day? Could it be may bless Chris's program that's about to come on, and maybe a blessing to spend a little bit of time with the scriptures that he shares, and also with Robert Daniels, and may bless him and what he shares. And it is truly a blessing to be able to spend Sundays deep in studying thy word and listening to music and talking about spiritually related things, keeping our eyes upon things above and preparing us for the rest of the week. And also, it was a blessing to see Tom sharing the website. And we hope, one day you'll allow us the opportunity to be able to share this information in China and in various countries around the world. And I pray you may bless the rest of this Sunday. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. All right, everyone. May God richly bless you until we meet each other again.